Yeah, it's your boy Vegabomber, and welcome to Vegabomber Land. Well, you guys have been waiting for it, and now here it is. It's my top 10 most anticipated films of 2016. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Number 10, Secret Life of Pets. It's the only animated film that has made it to my list this year. I remember it from when I think it was, Inside Out, or it's either the Minions. When I went to go see those films, they had this trailer for this one, and it actually cracked me up. I thought it was pretty hysterical. Mainly it's about these dogs and what they do once the masters leave, and I think there was a poodle who was listening to regular music, and then once the owner left, he went over and switched the radio on the stereo from classical music, because he was a poodle, to just heavy metal, and he was like thrashing out. I thought that was pretty good. So anyway, number 10 for me is The Secret Life of Pets. Number 9, Batman v Superman. Oh, are you surprised that this is not higher on the list? Well, it would have been, except for the fact that I feel like the trailer just really kind of gave away a lot of stuff that I wanted to wait and see in the theater. Now, you could say, well, of course, it's going to be Batman fighting Superman, and then Wonder Woman joins in, and they take out, whatever. But at the end of the day, I would have rather kind of seen some of that stuff that they were showing in the theater. So that's why, if you're wondering, Batman v Superman is at number 9 and not higher. Number 8, XMen Apocalypse. Once again, being directed by Bryan Singer. I thought that the last installment of X-Men, which was the Days of Future Past, I thought that went well. And the one before it, X-Men First Class, I absolutely loved. So yeah, I'm in. You got my money. You'll get my money, X-Men. Not a problem at all. Number 7, the next installment of the Bourne movies. It's actually just called BornFive for now, because they don't really have a title for it yet. So we sub out Jeremy Renner, sorry Hawkeye, and we put back in Matt Damon. Yeah! So I'm definitely good to see that. Number 6, 13 Hours, Soldiers of Benghazi. And this one, by the way, is being directed by Michael Bay. I'm actually very interested in seeing this movie. He's done a good movie before, a couple of good movies. I think The Island comes to mind, the 2005 feature that had Ian McGregor and Scarlett Johansson and Djimon Hounsou, which is one of my favorite characters as well. And so I think we'll get to see him do something that's not named Transformers. We might see something that's actually pretty golden. So I'm all excited for that. Give me that 13 Hours, The Soldiers of Benghazi. And by the way, I think that comes out next week. So yeah, I'm excited. Getting to the top 5 now. At number 5 for me is The Magnificent Seven. Several reasons why I want to go see this film. First off, it's because of the director, Antoine Fuqua. He's the one that directed The Equalizer a year ago with Denzel Washington. If you haven't seen that movie, that's a pretty good movie. It's a really good movie. I liked it way better than I liked John Wick, and I know a lot of people liked John Wick. Well, I like The Equalizer even better than John Wick. And they both came out about the same time of year too. But Antoine Fuqua knows how to do action, so you got to see this film. It doesn't hurt when two of your stars are Christopher Pratt and also Denzel Washington. So they're part of the Magnificent Seven. So I'm really looking forward to that. Number 4, Jack Reacher. The new Jack Reacher film, Never Go Back. Now, Jack Reacher I liked when it came out. I think it was 2 years ago. Tom Cruise bought this, the rights to Lee Child's famous books about Jack Reacher, this former military guy who's about 6'5", big blonde-haired guy, who just is, not only is he just imposing and super smart and able to fight and all that good stuff, but he's just kind of like that guy that just wants to be left alone, but when he goes into town, he tears stuff up. Don't mess with him. He's not the dude to mess with. He's definitely an anti-hero. If you like The Punisher, you would definitely like Jack Reacher. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch the other one. And yes, it is Tom Cruise playing the role of Jack Reacher, which is not like the book, but don't let that scare you away. I think Tom Cruise has proven that he knows how to do action, and, well, I'm in. Number 3 is Civil War or Cap 3. Now, I'm mostly interested in this film because I finally get to see on the silver screen Black Panther, one of my favorite comic book heroes of all time, is finally going to be realized. I remember back when Wesley Snipes had bought the rights and was going to do a Black Panther film, but things changed. But at least now we've got a very cool Black Panther as far as I'm concerned. Now the movie is about Captain America and that kind of broken circle of trust that he has now with Iron Man, and you know, Bucky's his man. Bucky's always been his bro. And so now there's an issue there with them, difference of opinion, they go at it. This sounds great. It isn't going to be just superheroes fighting other superheroes, because we've kind of already seen that in Avengers 1 and 2, and we're going to see it in Batman v Superman. So I'm up for it. Number 2 is Jungle Book, one of my favorite Disney stories, being directed by one of my favorite directors. That's right, Jon Favreau. Ever since he did Swingers back in the day, and then when he did Iron Man, and I thought Chef was actually a good, fun movie, just right off the shelf. A fun movie that you could enjoy that you probably wouldn't think of. It was such a sleeper hit. But I've always liked Jon Favreau. He did a great job with Iron Man 1. Not so much with Iron Man 2, but I think here, I got to see how he handles the Jungle Book. And by the way, this is real-time action. It's not an animation feature. So if you're wondering, wait a minute, I thought you said there was only one animation feature on this list. Well, I still am. This is live action, so it should look pretty cool. And now, number 1, my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2016. That movie is, come on, you guys know, Star Wars Rogue One. Yep, want to see this film. I like the idea that this film is going to center around that small little group of rebels who broke in to the battle station somehow, or however they did it, to get the plans on how to destroy that battle station, which is what we see in A New Hope, Episode 4. So I kind of like that. And this might be a little Saving Private Ryan mixed in with a little MI5 action, more grounded. I'm interested in that. Sign me up all day for that. So anyway, that's my most anticipated movies for 2016. What did you think? Did you like them? Did I have some films in there that you were like, or were there some films that you thought that should have been on my list that wasn't? Well, comment below. We'll have a discussion about it, and I'll let you know what I think. And you can let me know what you think, and then we can do that internet thing. So anyway, it's your boy Vegabomber, and I'm out. You! Call him a shot. Call him a shot.